PlayStation kind of just blew my mind. I already knew that Sony had a pretty massive player base. Like when you have a platform that's home to games like God of War, Uncharted, The Last of Us, Horizon Zero Dawn, or even Spider-Man, you are obviously going to have a lot of players on that platform. But honestly, I don't think I could have predicted the numbers that I saw. Because according to newly leaked reports shared on X by ICONERA, PlayStation's monthly active users are 37.1 million users on the PlayStation 5, 70.3 million users on the PlayStation 4, and 1.9 million monthly active users on the PlayStation 3, giving us a grand total of 110 million monthly active users, which, shout out to the 2 million PlayStation 3 users out there. I mean, I am as big of a fan of that generation as the next guy. I mean, the PlayStation 3 was the first console that I, as an adult, actually bought myself, and I remember playing so many great games on there. But if I was being honest, even though I talk about video games on a daily basis, I would have thought PlayStation 3 servers were already shut off by now. Now, the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 numbers make sense to me. I mean, the PlayStation 4 generation was insanely successful for Sony. The PlayStation 5 generation definitely started off a little bit slower due to chip shortages and resellers buying up all of the inventory. So the difference between like the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 number really doesn't shock me too much. But now that we've hit like that tipping point where PlayStation 5 games are no longer coming to the PlayStation 4, it will be very interesting to see what this report looks like in 1 to 2 years. The other side to this number is like, it got me super curious as to like, how does this number compare to, say, Xbox? And even more surprising, according to Statista, Xbox has 120 million monthly active users. And you have to assume that like part of that number has to play into like Xbox networking, kind of dipping their toes into the PC market as well. But either way, to know that Xbox has more monthly active users than PlayStation, I mean, that's pretty shocking. I knew Sony had a massive player base, but I would have never assumed it was this large. So kudos to PlayStation, kudos to the entire PlayStation network, and special shout out to those 2 million PlayStation 3 users holding on. Let's freaking go.
Are you listening?